Hey everyone, welcome back to B Studio, and today I'm doing a brand new video for you guys. My mom and I are here, and we're going to be talking about Heartland Season 15, Episode 1, and thanks for joining me.
Hey guys.
Okay, so this episode is titled Moving Towards the Light, and I think that's kind of what the episode represented in a lot of different aspects, and I think that should be a main theme that we think about kind of as we go through, especially with Amy's storyline. And a few others, I would say, too, because I feel like what I liked about this episode is that everyone kind of started to, instead of taking steps back, they wanted to take steps forward. Like, they didn't want to fall back into the past. They wanted to take steps forward. Even with Lou, it sounds like that could be promising with her storyline. So, overall, what did you think of the episode?
I thought it was a good episode, and I agree with you. I like how everyone seems to be making strides forward, and I think that's important to see in this new season.
And we're also on season 15 too. I feel like it's time that we get a new kind of thing, because I don't think Lou will be back and forth between Peter and Mitch anymore. I think we're moving on from that. And yeah, I think we'll talk about what this means for all the storylines. But I thought we would go ahead and just start with the Amy stuff. So we start out with Renard from like all the way back, like season 5 maybe. The Liberty worker who offered her a job, she declined, but she was really impressed with his work. Obviously, he wanted her to like join him. So his trainer or his assistant or whatever comes and wants Amy to work with these two Liberty horses, try to bond them. We've definitely seen this before. But I honestly, I didn't mind this. Some horse storylines kind of bore me. But I thought this was good. And I also thought that I guess, this Sylvie girl is probably a one-time character, I assume, but she actually got a lot of screen time for just being a guest star. But what did you think of this whole thing?
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, you kind of saw Amy's passion again with what she really likes to do, working with the horses. You see her working her magic. And we also see not only the horses getting therapy or treatment, but also Sylvie, and that's pretty cool.
Well, I also thought the Liberty sequence was probably one of the best things we've seen on the show when it comes to horse work, in my opinion.
It's neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was long. Like, it probably was like it could have been 5 minutes in total, the actual scene, but I thought it was definitely one of the most impressive things we've seen. And I also thought, so I guess I liked there. And of course, they kind of disagreed at a moment in time, but it's just a whole story that they're trying to tell here. And because we find out that one of the horses, Zeus, had an accident, and that's why Sylvie's been babying him, but she's not been giving the other horse, Juniper, attention, which I guess was a good detail to mention. We didn't it was needed, but it's good to get a little bit of backstory as we go into this. And I guess I like Sylvie coming to the realization and then writing Juniper. And, I guess it was a good storyline. I liked it. And I liked how she worked with Jack and Lindy to make Harley, Tide's horse, dance. I thought that was cool, too, for a birthday surprise for Amy. So, yeah, I like that. We also have this whole thing with Amy and Lindy going on where she's sending Lindy off to summer camp or school, which I do not want to go to that because I do not want to go to school during the summer. But for little kids, I understand. But Amy's a little bit still hesitant to send her to school a little bit, but I think she also sees she also kind of agrees with Lou, because Lou, of course, has all the facts and statistics that she should know things and how to act in a classroom before she actually goes in. But I thought it was a cute little story. I also liked all the moves between Amy and Lindy. I'm glad that they're giving Lindy maybe some sort of storyline or something. But I also think it's a really good actress playing her. I know it's twins playing her, but I just thought it was a cute dynamic. What do you think of it?
I thought it was really sweet. I love that Lindy's actually able to talk and communicate this season, so it's really neat seeing that interaction between her and Lou.
Amy, you mean?
Or Amy, yeah.
Sorry. And we can go ahead and talk about Lou for a second.
Lou.
So, yeah, I was worried about her storyline. Really worried about it until the end of the episode. That gives me a little bit of hope. We'll talk about the whole Mitch deal with Jack in a second, but pretty much she hasn't spoken to Peter about his admitting he still has feelings for her at all. And now with Mitch selling his herd, she's just starting to really think, who does she want to be with and what does her future look like? And then she has some good scenes with Amy I personally liked, but especially that first scene, I don't know, annoyed me. I don't know. But I guess by the end, it was good for her to say, I don't know if I need to be with Mitch or Peter. I need to figure it out, but it's time to make a change, she said, and because she needs to be happy. And I think I think she needs to be with someone, because I feel like the longer she is single, the more annoying she's going to be. Not to be mean or anything, but we've seen her pine over Mitch before, and that was not the greatest thing. So I feel like if she needs to find someone. But what did you think of this whole Lou thing?
I think I liked the ending like you did. The realization that maybe she doesn't need either of them. Maybe she needs to have time to just be Lou, and hopefully that's where the season heads towards with her, and she just develops as a person without needing one of them.
I think Lou and Peter, I think it'll be a whole season story, because I can imagine the season ending with the two reuniting. But I think it's going to be Lou finding her, who, and with Mitch not in it, I think, because I doubt he's going to be in it. I don't think so. I think, I think she can have a better story of that, because with Mitch not in it, it means we won't get a love triangle between Lou, Mitch, and Peter. We definitely don't want that. So, we have that whole thing going on. So yeah, Mitch is selling his herd, and Jack is contemplating whether to take it or not. Lisa's saying maybe it's time to take a step back and retire. But Jack's still, I feel like he is the main patriarch, I guess you can call him, and he doesn't want to step back now. He wants to, again, like I said, take a step forward, and he does so by getting Mitch's herd. At first, the deal falls. Well, someone else buys it, but then he's able to get it by the end. And I thought that was good. What do you think of that?
Yeah, definitely. I'll be curious to see where the rest of the season takes that part of the storyline.
And I guess Lisa got some good moments here, too. I mean, not much, but... a
little bit, yeah.
I think I like Lisa where she's at now. I mean, I'm hoping she gets some sort of story, but I like how she's just supportive, and she's not like arguing with Lou like she normally is. Or I like how Jack and Lisa are also good, on a good path right now. Okay. Finally, Tim is back, and he's with Jessica, and turns out they got married. What do you think of that?
Yeah, big news. Everyone was almost speechless, I think.
Well, actually, I didn't mind this, honestly. I think Tim, it was good for him. It was a good step for him to get married to someone. I feel like we needed to see this, considering he hasn't married anyone since before the show even started, and we're on season 15 right now. So he's had, many relationships, but I feel like this was good to happen, and I feel like, I like them together good enough, I guess, to ship it. I still don't think it's Tim's best match. But I think I could grow to like it, and it could be his best match. But it's still a little bit early on. I kind of wish it maybe happened a little bit later, but I think it worked for me. And I thought it was kind of funny when Lou drove up and was like, "You guys need to get out of here now because I have guests arriving."
Yeah, that was fun.
But what do you think of Tim and Jessica together?
I think it works. Yeah, I will be curious to see how their relationship progresses. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. I mean, overall, good first episode back. I'm excited for the rest of the season. And we'll be trying to give our reviews of every episode. And I'm not sure if this will be the last season or not. I hope not. And because I hope I think this show is one of those shows that I really wanted to go on forever, even though I know it won't. But I think we're on season 15 right now. And they made it 15 seasons, so, they made it to farther than... For fans of the show who started in season 1, like when season 1 aired, I'm sure they're surprised that it went all this way. For us who are more... not new, but, we didn't start all the way back then. We started more like 4 years ago, maybe. Something like that. Yeah. So I think it's different for each viewer, but I think it's really great how it came all this way. And there are moments in here that felt like classic Heartland. I thought the Liberty Works scene was Definitely felt like a good. I mean, I guess back to that throwback with Renard doing his Liberty work. But yeah, anything else you want to say before we close?
Oh, I thought it was a great episode. I'm looking forward to the season.
Yeah, I give it an A overall.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I'm gonna get off of here. But anyways, thank you so much for watching the studio. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn your post notifications in. Bye, everyone.